Hello friends, how are you and welcome to the third video of React Native course. In today's video we are going to learn how we can create a React Native CLI project and how we can run this application in Android Emulator, iOS Emulator, and we will also review the project's files folder structure. Okay, so right now I'm on the website. So here what we will need, guys, first of all you need to install these two packages. I will give this command, guys, in the description. So first of all we will install these things. So how we can install this? Open your terminal, guys, and npm install and copy these two packages, and then guys you have to press enter. Now guys, this is the command to create any React Native CLI project. I will also give this command in a description. So guys, right now I am inside a folder which is called React Native, and I will create my project inside this folder. So you have to come inside your folder. Okay, so it is very easy. If you want to create a project in any folder like React Native, you have to just go right click and new terminal at folder, and in Windows use command prompt and make sure you are inside your folder where you want to create your project. Now we will copy paste this command, and guys, in the end this awesome project, so we will backspace this thing and we will give our application a name. So our application name will be geo survey, and for make to make the package name unique, I will add CWZ, which is a short form of coding with Zen. Okay, so npx, guys, at the rate React Native community, and CLI at the rate latest. Okay, which means we want a latest version, and in it you have to write the name of your application. Now guys, we will press enter. If you guys see this interface, which means your application is installing, and there is no problem in Node.js. And one more thing, guys, my second video is about installation of softwares. What software do we need to create React Native, to learn React Native? So I'm assuming, guys, that you have already set up all the softwares and install them properly. But if you are facing any problem, comment me and I will help you. Okay guys, now it will ask you a question: do you want to install CocoaPods now? So we have to type yes. So it will install the CocoaPods. So guys, CocoaPods are for iOS application. Okay guys, now if you see this interface, this message, which means you have successfully created your React Native project. So guys, if you are facing any problem, just let me know in the comment section. Okay guys, one more thing, that in our upcoming videos, when we are going to install any third party library, we are going to use yarn. So guys, there are two ways from which you can install any package. So the first way is use npm to install any package, or you can also use yarn to install any package. So guys, we will use yarn to install our packages because it is much more convenient. So how we can get the yarn? So I'm assuming that you don't have, first of all, you don't have yarn in your npm. You need to install it first. So guys, you need to install yarn, you have need to run this command inside your terminal, which is npm install -g global yarn. So if I also run this command, I have already installed yarn, but if I run it again, which means that I get the updated package. Now you can check if yarn is installed or not. So yarn version, so you can find this version name, which means your yarn is successfully installed. Okay guys, so now we will open our project in VS Code. First of all, I have to cd inside my project, change the directory. So my project name is geo survey. Okay, now I am inside my project. Now to open, guys, this project in VS Code, you have to type code dot, and the VS Code will open and this folder will be open. Okay, so this is our project folder. First of all guys, look at all the files and project structure. Package.json file, you will get the name of the application, the version and scripts. So guys, these scripts are used to like run application. So when we are going to run our application in Android, we have to run the command run Android. If you want to run our application in iOS, we have to run the command run React Native run iOS, and these are the dependencies. So right now we are using only two dependency, React and React Native, and in our upcoming video if we add more dependencies, it will come inside the dependencies. This is development dependency. So these are the dependencies that React Native use guys to build the application, so it will work under the hood of React Native. So this is our development dependencies. So guys, our main file is index.js. So whenever we run our application, this is the first file that get run, and in this file you find this code. And what will happen that when this file runs, it runs this application file, which is this app.tsx. It is a TypeScript file, and guys, this is the user interface which will open. I will give you more briefing about that. Okay guys, so there is a folder called Android for Android, to manage Android application, and there is a folder of iOS to manage iOS application, and there is a folder of node module. So guys, this is the folder which carry all the libraries, all the packages that are necessary to run our application. So when we install any new library, our this node module get updated, and if we remove any library, so the library will be removed from this node module folder. If I open this, you can see many folders. These folder will help to run the React Native application. So guys, let's run the application in Android first. So npx React Native run Android. So guys, you can see this React Native run Android. It is coming, this command will come from this script, package.json and Android. So to run Android, you need to type guys React Native run Android. Okay, now we will press enter. So guys, for the first time when you create any project and run any application, it will take some time because it download some of the dependency, it will download a lot of files. Okay guys, so now you can see our build is successful. This is the guys metro bundler, and this is our application. So let me explain you one more time. So what will happen when we run our application, the index.js file get triggered, and in this index.js file there is a app.tsx file. Okay, so this app.tsx file is showing the user interface. So this all the text and image, and this text that you are seeing right now is coming from app.tsx file. So first of all, what we will do, we will control A and remove all the things from this folder, from this file, and we will type a short form called RNF. RNF stand for React Native function component. Okay, and I will type over here geo survey app. Okay, now save it. Now you can see geo survey app. So right now I will explain you this code, like what is happening guys, that there is a view and a text. So guys, view is for just like a box, and inside the box you have a text, and this is your text inside the text. Okay, so to use anything we have to import it first, like we are using view and text, so we need to import it and then use it, and this will be imported in our each file, import React from React. Okay, now you can see over here export default function app. So uh, as you can see, when you export something, you can import it from any other file. So now you can see import app from app file. Okay guys, this is our app file, app.tsx, and we are importing app because we exported the app. And we will mention that this is our application. So this is the main screen of our application. If you think this is kind of little bit handy or little bit hard for you, so don't worry, in upcoming video you will learn a lot of things. Okay guys, so we successfully run our application in Android Emulator. Now we will close our Android Emulator, and I'll also close our Metro bundler. So to close the Metro bundler, you have to press two buttons, Control and C. So this will terminate it. Now we will run the same command, but instead of Android we will say iOS. Okay guys, so now you can see Metro bundler open one more time, and now it's running our application in iOS simulator. So our iOS simulator will be open. Okay, so this is our iOS simulator guys, iPhone 16 Pro. Okay guys, so now you can see that our pod are successfully installed. So right now what we will do, we will go back to our main folder and run the command again. So npx react native run iOS. Okay guys, so as you can see, our iOS application is also successfully run. You can see the text survey app over here. Okay, so there is no error in our application, and we also get the success message. So guys, this is it for today's video. I hope you learned a lot of things in this video. If you are facing any difficulties, just let me know in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and don't forget to share this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and have a good day.